The first Google AdWords product was launched back in 2001. Since then, there have been many additions and updates. One of the additions, Google Quality Score, launched in 2005, made life a lot easier for many people and their websites. According to Google, Quality Score is the basis for measuring the quality and relevance of ads and determining the minimum cost per click bid for Google and the search network. The score is then determined by the keyword's click-through rate on Google and the relevance of your ad text, keyword, and landing page. There are two types of quality scores. One sets where you rank on the landing page, and the second one sets a minimum bid that determines whether you can advertise at all. WebPro News spoke with Andrew Goodman, the founder and principal of Page Zero Media, who explains that Google's intent for the quality score was to solve specific problems.
From what I've been told by Google, there are, let's say, for example, low-quality affiliates who would just bid on every word in the dictionary and so on. So there were a number of problems in the system, and the rationale then was to, in some way, a lot of this affects new accounts. So it was to make sure that people couldn't just open up and dump in keywords and go fishing just based on little profit objectives on affiliate accounts and other arbitrage and other business models like that. So over time, they have been effective in weeding out ads that Google believes consumers don't want to see.
In a blog post on Search Engine Roundtable, Chris Boggs mentions a few factors that could be the reason why your landing page is receiving a low quality score. The first one is there is not enough content. The second one is the privacy policy is lacking details. The third one is there is no contact us page. And the fourth one, there are no external links to helpful resources. And in order to boost your ads positions, you can increase your quality score. In Red Flag Marketing's search engine marketing blog, Dave Davis gives 10 ways to increase your quality score. The first one is to split your keywords into smaller, more targeted ad groups. Secondly, create relevant ad copy for each group. Thirdly, optimize creatives. Fourthly, experiment with matching options. Fifthly, link building and SEO. 6, implement keywords. 7, split test landing page. 8, meta tags. 9, essential site pages. And lastly, number 10 is make sure Google thinks you're relevant. Goodman also adds that it helps to test your ads. Advertisers sometimes get the idea that they need to fine-tune their landing page in order to improve their quality score. But according to Goodman, this is a false interpretation.
No, it's not about tweaking, I don't think. Most sites and pages are fine and normal, and it really comes back to historical click-through rate in most cases, and a couple of other small factors. Obviously, if you have very poor quality scores, there's a strong chance that you've got a major problem, and it's not a tweak that's needed. It's you may need to contact your Google rep. And I guess another bit of advice is for new accounts. Google is making predictions. Their system is making predictions about how relevant your keywords are when it's brand new, when they don't have data. So in those cases, it used to be it didn't matter how you set up your account; it would all kind of probably work out okay. Now you're actually kind of generating signals and data that they're collecting that may affect quality score on your keywords and across the account. So you want to probably start out with some very focused words that get high click-through rate, that are quite granular, and then build broader from there. In a way, you have to kind of build it out in 2 stages nowadays. Just be a little more cautious in how much you dump into the account beginning.
A few of the most common complications with quality score are typically from either a very low click-through rate or a problem with your website. Goodman credits Google's landing page and site quality guidelines for many of the difficulties people face. He believes the guidelines are responsible for issues such as deceptive offers and pop-ups. The guidelines apply to all sites that host Google Ads, and in summary, they contain what Google believes to be the 3 main components of a quality website, including relevant and original content, transparency, and navigability. Google says, quote, the AdWords system uses your quality score to define several important factors for your ads and keywords, including how much you'll pay for clicks, whether your ad is eligible to show, and your ad's position if it does show, end quote. And moving right along, Goodman does point out that the purpose of the quality score is not meant to reflect everything on the landing page.
It's not meant to be like organic search where maybe we're looking at all of the text, and certainly AdsBot is spidering these pages to look at whether they're relevant or not, I suppose, but what the main thing that's being looked for is, again, mistakes, violations that are, just deceptive to consumers or shady.
When asked about the effectiveness of Quality Score, Goodman says based upon the measurable evidence, it has been effective.
It's been very effective in achieving what I see as Google's objectives. So from the standpoint of the consumer, that's how Google's measuring. I mean, they're very quantitative here. They're measuring satisfaction rates with search and how the average person searching Google might respond, happy or not happy with what they see on the page. What's a little surprising is, though, they've used it in a way to make all editorial decisions hidden, that there are far fewer written comments or replies from editorial staff explaining why you've been banned and so forth. That Quality Score is a bit of a device now to essentially eliminate unevenness in how Google communicates. In other words, they communicate less, so there's less that can go wrong.
And Google is not the only search engine with a quality score. Both Yahoo and Microsoft have competing elements. Yahoo has their quality index, and Microsoft have their Ad Center's quality score. Goodman focused on Google's application and believes the others are less comprehensive and not as complex as Google's quality score. And that's all for this edition of WebPro News. We hope to have answered any questions that you had concerning Quality Score. But if you have any more questions or would like more information on another subject, just let us know. Reporting for WebPro News, I'm Abby Prent.